Cancer. Welcome to your mid-month general tarot reading with me. My name is Brooke. This reading is for all those born under the sign of Cancer for mid-month March to the end of March. Please watch for your sun, your rising, as well as your moon sign in this reading. Cancer, I'm going to pull 3 cards for the mid-month reading. As I was shuffling, the word hope came to me, which may very much be reflective of your reading, the word hope. So let's begin, Cancer, and take a look at what's in store, the energies and message for you for mid-month March to the end of the month. The first card we see is the Ten of Swords, followed by the Prince of Swords, which this is the Tarot Illuminati deck. This is very much likened to the Knight in the traditional Tarot deck. Ending with the Chariot. So, for many of those that are watching, there may have been or may be some form of painful loss, ending, feelings of hurt, betrayal, pain, suffering. For many of those that are watching, the energy is reflective of this for mid-month March to the end of the month. You have a prominence of swords in your reading, Cancer, which is very much tied to the element of air. Something is being cut away. Something is ending for many of you where there may have been a form of backstabbing, betrayal, or feelings of this. The Ten of Swords is essentially peeling apart the layers of something which no longer serves you. If you played a part in something recently, whether it was in a relationship, whether it was in friendships, partnerships, the workplace, family, where you felt that you had to compromise your integrity, compromise who you are, you had to pretend to be somebody you're not, these are being stripped away from you this mid-month. There may also be feelings of loss associated with this. The messages, the foundation upon which it was built, was not directly serving its purpose for you. Perhaps this had to happen for many of those that are watching. The Ten of Swords is also a card of completion. Something is coming to a close or coming to an end for many of those that are watching, where you may have felt disappointment, may have felt loss, may have felt feelings of betrayal. You may have felt that the person that you were speaking to was actually going behind your back and doing things that you were not aware of in terms of betrayal. Something perhaps was never quite spoken to you in terms of it actually being honored as the real deal. This doesn't mean that it's a relationship card in particular, especially in betrayals of love. This is more in such of betrayals, especially coming from a group of people, friends, family, the workplace, etc. The Ten of Swords is an indicator for many of those that are watching that there's some form of disappointment, or something has definitely come to an end or is ending mid-month March to the end of the month for Cancer. And this is, once again, like stripping away yourselves or stripping away of something that was not even authentic within yourselves. It's like the death of the old self with this card. This is an indicator of this had to take place for many of those that are watching. And yes, it may be painful, but you're removing old thought patterns in a situation. And ultimately, this card is going to lead you to a rebirth of some kind for Cancer. Now, the Prince of Swords in particular, he is on a mission. This could be very much you, yourselves, Cancer. This also could be an actual younger person, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person may be involved in events tied to this. He is on a mission. He is really aggressive, very assertive, charging in, taking control of a situation, basically not even thinking about the consequences. It's boldness, it's courage, something is going to possibly take place, where this kind of energy or action is needed and warranted, and ultimately is going to be very much, I feel for many of you, justified. So you may find that you may be or have to take on characteristics of being very bold mid-month March to the end of the month, very aggressive, very assertive, ask questions, take charge. It's a card of control. It's a card of vitality. It's a card of not trusting what everybody's saying. If you want to seek answers, research it yourself, not going with the flow, and coming in and exiting very fast. So there may be a situation where this energy needs to take place for many of those that are watching, because ultimately it's serving its purpose with the Chariot card in the outcome position. The Chariot card is in the outcome position because it's notifying you that you will be very much in control of a situation. You're very driven. You're very much about, if you have to take someone to task about a certain situation, there will be no delay. It's a card of action. It's a card of overcoming challenges and obstacles. This month, mid-month March to the end of the month, for many Cancerians that are watching. And when the word hope came to me, this is very much validating your reading, that the courage and the boldness that you may have to take on this month is very much going to serve its purpose for you, because there is hope in this situation, whatever this situation may mean to you, because this is a general reading. The Chariot is a card of overcoming obstacles, being driven, being bold, and being very courageous in a given situation. And it's very much a card of taking action, especially if there's been some form of delay. So you're on a mission, Cancer, mid-month March to the end of the month. So good luck to you, Cancer. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can check out my website, the link below. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Have a great mid-month, and I'll speak to you soon.